Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you guys are new here, then welcome. I would love if you guys would hit that subscribe button, click the little bell to be notified of all my future uploads, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's go ahead and let's get started. And so we're gonna start off in the Perception palette. I like to do my eyes first. I am going to work, so I'm like trying to decide like how crazy do I want to go? Because I was thinking maybe greens. Like these greens look real pretty. Okay, you know what? No, we're just gonna go greens. Okay, so the first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to take the e.l.f. eye blender brush and I'm just gonna go into the shade right here called Reality. Oh, sorry if that blinded you. Wow. The shade called Reality. Which is a white, and I'm just going to like set, okay, all over my lid. First up, lots of fallout. So if you are not a person that is a fan of fallout, I don't really know if you're going to necessarily love this palette. So next I'm going to go into the shade Open Mind right here, and I'm going to throw that all in the crease, and I am going to go in with my, when I can find it, Morphe M573 brush. It's a little white haired brush. Okay, again, this palette has quite a bit of fallout in it, but let's see how pigmented it is. I will say, in order for me to like coat the brush, I do have to dip in quite a few times. Okay, this is not as vibrant as it is in the pan. Like, as you can tell, it's very like bam in your face here. Here it's not. I'm also not using like a white base, but just to get it up to this color, I have had to really kind of pack it on to make sure that my brush is really nice and coated. So I find that just to be slightly a bit disappointing, but not at all like a huge deal breaker because it is working out. It just is one that you do have to go in quite a bit to build up. My eyes look like the Grinch right now. Good gravy. All right, so this is what we're looking like so far. So next I want to go into the shade right here called Restless. I'm going to take this on a Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to like pack it on the outer corner, but I'm also going to take some a little bit up into the crease. Let's see. Okay, this one is a lot more impactful, like a lot more got on the brush with just a few dips, but again, still fallout. Like a lot of like kick up, stuff like that is happening in the pan with these shades. Okay. This shade right here, this Restless shade, is definitely a lot more pigmented and a lot more vibrant than the Open Mind shade. Literally, I did not have to go back in. Like with the Open Mind shade up in the crease, I had to go in like quite a few times, guys. Like I'm talking like 3 or 4 times to get it to the color that we're at. Restless, I literally dipped my brush in, I'd say like 2 or 3 times, like to coat it. And now like this is all that I've needed for like this whole entire eye look. And it's looking really good. My crease is now cut. So let's like try to decide what we want to do shimmer wise. So we have 5 shimmer options, 2 of them being like these purple and dark colors. I don't want to do that. But we have Quantum, which is like a champagne orange, like pink, has a shift to it. Psych, which is like a purple green. And then we have Motive, which is more of like a chunky green. So here's what they look like swatched. Okay, these are spectacular. Not gonna lie. Let's go in with Psych, which is that duochrome, which is kind of like a pink, purple, green, blue kind of a shift to it. And let's like, I'm gonna take that on my pinky finger. I just feel like shades like these work the best with your pinky, and I'm going to like tap that onto the lid. Okay. So right off the bat, I'm noticing this is very much like a topperish shade. As you can tell, like it doesn't provide a whole lot of like coverage. So let's try taking Motive and seeing how well that sticks. Okay, that didn't work a whole lot either. These are both kind of topperish shades. Let's try taking the shade Perplex, which is this one right here, and lightly taking that on a big fluffy brush and putting that like all over the lid. I don't know if I can even come back from this look. Ooh boy. Shnikes. Try going back in. I'm gonna try that shade Psych again, which is like that topperish duochrome, and see if it looks better on top of like an actual shadow. It doesn't look, you know, as terrible, but this is definitely not the look that I was going for. Okay, just a wish that the shimmers, there's at least something more impactful. It just seems that all but one shimmer is more of like a topperish shade. So I'm not in love with that. And then like some of the mattes, you really had to like dig into and build up. So I just would say like the consistency across the mattes, they're not consistent. Okay, so these two shades right here, the more neon, more vibrant, I really had to coat my brush. I really had to go in multiple times to get it to build up. But this shade Restless right here, absolutely beautiful, absolutely stunning. Like really just like one time in and it did the job. So next I want to take the shade, it's called Dark Matter, which is like a black. And I'm just going to run that lightly along my lash line to give a little bit more depth, because I think in order to really save this look, I'm going to have to use lashes. Okay, so the Dark Matter shade went on really nice, only having to go in again once. It just seems that like the more lighter, vibrant colors are really underperforming for me, while the deep, rich mattes are like amazing. And then of course those like stupid fucking toppers, that pissed me off. I really wanted like the duochrome to be like, oh man, impactful duochrome in your face, like the Give Me Glows are, or Davina Cosmetics even, like something, and this just wasn't. So overall, my thoughts on this palette are, it's okay. I don't think I would pay full price for this, honestly. I think that like it's beautiful. The look that I created, it took a lot to get here, right? It did. But this is like $39, $40, okay, for, what is this, 5, 10, 15, 20, for 20 shades. So that's like $2 a shade. Yeah, it just seems that like these lighter, vibrant shades are really unimpactful. Like you really have to build them up and really work with them and go in multiple times. There's a lot of kick up. So it's not like there's a lot of kick up and it's buttery and smooth and pigmented and just goes on. It's like there's a lot of kick up and I'm having to work with it even more. So I feel like I'm losing more product by using this. And then the shimmers, okay? You only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shimmer options in this whole palette, right? You've got like these duochromes right here, and then you only have one that's actually like an impactful shimmer. Like, okay, let's just do like a side-by-side comparison. Like this is the one that's gonna pack a punch and you're gonna be able to see no matter what. But just like look how like light those ones are. Like the purple one does shows up a lot better than this one right here, which you can tell is really like a very topperish shade. And I'm just like not happy with that. Like I really wanted, you know, like see even like swatched out, like this one is the one that packs a punch and the other one's just kind of disappear into nothing. I wanted these shades to be more impactful and I just didn't get that. So this is a little bit disappointing. I will say if you can get this on sale and use somebody's discount code, that would be the best way to get it. But like paying full price for this, no. No. Nope. I would not pay full price for this again. Truthfully, I did use somebody's code and I got it for like $31.90 or like $32, something like that. That was cool, but I would never pay full price for this. So next up, let's go ahead and let's dive into prepping the skin. So first off, I have this Milani Peach under eye brightener thing. All right, so whoop, comes out kind of fast. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by like tapping it right here, especially in like this corner of my eye, because that is where I have like the most darkness, and I'll just kind of bring it. First of all, it does make your under eyes, one, look very radiant. There's no denying that my under eyes are radiant. Also does really, really, really cover up my dark circles. So then let's move on to the Milani Peach Illuminate Glass Skin Primer. This says it's going to give a glass skin finish, so skin looks dewy and luminous. It has fruitful ingredients including peach, lemon, and ginseng extracts. It's going to extend makeup wear and by refreshing and smoothing the skin. So it does have a peach scent. It's a white kind of, oh no, it's a white color. So I've worked this into the skin. Okay, that does give a very like glass skin effect. Okay, first of all, where the hell was this product when I was doing my dolphin skin trend? Because, bitch. What? Where was this product at? Okay, I've got to put my hair up. I do not understand how people like don't put their hair up when they do their makeup. I just don't get it. So next up for foundation, we have the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid, and it's supposed to be long wearing. Mine is in the shade 2 Neutral Ivy. That is one pump. It is runny, as you can tell. So I'm going to take some and just rub it on each side of my face, just like a tiny bit up on my forehead, like not a lot, just a tiny bit. Okay. And then I'm just going to take my Juvia's Place J103 Flat Buffer. I like to like take my foundations in first and like buff it in with a brush and then just go over it with a beauty blender or sponge or whatever. It does look nice. I was a little bit concerned because it said a matte finish, but like, I mean like, look, my dew from my primer is still there. So I would say this would not be a good combination if you are like oily or maybe like more combination leaning oily. But I think for us dry skinned people out there, this is like a nice combination. So next up, we have the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer. I don't know why it says that twice, but anyways. Look at how tiny this is. Okay, and you're only getting like this much product. And I spent like, I don't know, $15 on this. Like, I'm really disappointed that I spent $15 on this. Literally thought that like it was going to be maybe like half the size of like the original Shape Tape and not as tiny as it is. I don't know. This is very much like a very medium coverage. I would not say full coverage for this. I'm needing to go in with like a second layer, and I'm going to leave that set for just a little bit to see how this goes. But while I do that, I'm gonna go do my cream contour. I don't have like a new cream contour, so I'm just gonna go use my Shop My Stash stuff, and then I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Everything is blended out. Again, I will say this is more of like a medium coverage concealer, and then I'm really pissed off that I paid $10 for this tiny little thing. Let's move on to the cream blush, which is the Stay Cream Blush in the shade Poppy. Very, very bright pink. Might be a little bit too bright for what we're going for, but I'm going to first take it on the back of my hand, grab some out like that. And then I'm going to take my beauty sponge and kind of like stamp it around. Oh boy, let me get a little mirror so we don't go overboard. So I will say not a lot comes off your hand. It's almost as if like it's like it dries really fast. Is that what I'm getting from this? Is that it dries fast? So we got like a little light flush of color. Okay, let me try dabbing some on like the back of my beauty blender.
Oh no.
Okay, that wasn't a good idea either. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, cue the TikTok song. So let's just like talk about how I think this product is best used. Obviously on the back of the hand, I didn't really get a whole lot off the back of the hand. Like it really just sat on my hand and stayed there. But obviously going in with onto the beauty blender was a bit much. So my advice, my opinion on how to use this would be to lightly dab some on the back of your beauty blender and then take it on your hand and then go into your cheek. I think that's going to be like the best way to use this product. Okay, I'm gonna go do the rest of like my powder, bronzer, not highlight, powder and bronzer. Yes, and then I will be right back. Oh, I am back, and as you can tell, I've got my brow outlined because we're now going to be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen. I just spit. Yeah, that's attractive. Brow pen in the shade Soft Brown. It's either gonna go real good or it's gonna go real bad. There is no in between. Okay. So here's what it looks like. All right. Jeez. I like. Let's try to make a little swipe. I'm sorry. Did that even go on? Okay. That's what it looks like. That is nice and soft. So I'm gonna need a minute with like my little mirror. Okay. Let's just try this out. I don't love this brow pen. Either one, I got too light of a shade, which I don't really think so because I literally had to like push hard for it to get to this to even like show up on my skin at all. Or it's already like drying out, or this is just not a good product. I have the Ofra and Stuffed Toms collection and cookies and cream. No, milk and cookies. Okay. Let's take my BH5 brush and I'm gonna mostly slide my brush in the lighter side and then lightly tap on the deeper side, and let's see how this looks. I've never ever used any of like Ofra's products, so okay, and then do the same, and then that absolutely does look nice. Wow. Okay. Ofra, you out here working. Okay. I love that. Okay, so this is a good product. It's nice and big. It has a nice smear. I will say the packaging is kind of bulky. Like I don't know if we really needed like this much room for the highlighter, but it's fine. But it has a nice mirror, a nice magnetic closure. You do get 2 shades. You can mix, you can use one or the other. Okay, so we have the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Mascara. Let's see. Oh God. All right. It's a plastic wand, which I'm sure we all know how I feel about plastic wands. Okay, this is trash mascara. I absolutely hate this mascara. This is trash. Trash. There it is. I've said it. So next up, let's try out some Milani lip liners. I have the shade Spice and I have the shade All Natural. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to like line my lips with the shade All Natural. Then I'm going to go into like Spice, and I'm just going to do like the outer part of my lip. They are very similar in shade, so it can be kind of hard to tell. But I'm going to go finish off the rest of my makeup off of camera. Okay, I am back now with the final look. I think it turned out really good. It was definitely a journey getting here. There were definitely some favorites, there were definitely some fails, and there was a couple like, they're good products. So favorites for me were definitely going to be this highlighter. That was an extraordinary, it's like such a beautiful highlighter. I really loved the combination of this primer and this foundation, as well as the under eye primer and this concealer. I thought that all of those mixed together makes for like a very beautiful dewy base, which is something that I'm into, considering that I am very dry. So that's nice. So a couple of fails. This mascara is trash. Okay, yep, it's trash. I said it. It's absolute garbage. And then the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pen. I will say like my brows don't look terrible. I just wish it was better. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give this a thumbs up. If you are not already subscribed, please do that so down below. Click the little bell to be notified of all my future uploads, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.